Green screen.
Can you do one for me?
You guys have to get your own green screens and be on StreamYard. That's how that works. But what's up, y'all?
Okay.
We're live. It's Total Chaos time. And this is a fun one. It's NFL Sunday Total Chaos. It's going down, I know, right? September the 19th.
No, I haven't done a NFL Total Chaos in a really long time. So totally cool. Can't wait to get into it here.
This will be my first.
Your very first one. This is your first football. So we've got Nick Parsons from the Insiders Room. He's here today. He's taking on Toni Cobbs, the GOAT from the Morning Woody channel or the Morning Woody page. Toni, you've been rocking and rolling through these Total Chaos. You did get beat by the Panda. That happened. Yeah. But you're 1-1 right now on Total Chaos. You're 1-1. And Nick is like 20 and 43 and 12 or something. Like you do so many of these. So I appreciate that.
Hold on. Let me close this door. Sorry.
Okay, no problem. My name is Allie Burns. You can find me on Twitter at +moneyhoney. This is how Total Chaos works. If you haven't seen the show before, I'm going to give them 6, not just 5, but 6 NFL games that happen on Sunday. They're going to tell me if they go over or under. Whoever gets the most correct comes back as the champion. Are you guys ready?
Let's do it.
Let's go.
All right. Nick, you're going to go first. Vikings are at the Cardinals. Your number is 51. Fire away.
Yeah, this is a tough one right out of the gate, I think. This is a really difficult number. You look at these two teams, what they did in week 1. I actually had a play on Arizona, and so that was a successful winner, obviously. They won in Tennessee there, and that was actually one of my circa picks as well.
Nice. Was
Arizona, yeah. Nice. But that total went under the number because Arizona's defense did better than expected, or was that because Tennessee was, I don't know, just did terribly. Who knows? You know what I mean? But yeah, here comes Minnesota looking to avoid going down 0-2. Cousins, I mean, if it's not a primetime game, he normally does pretty good, right?
There's that.
Yeah. So you know what? I'm going to go over in this one. I don't see a lot of defense being played, and I just think Minnesota's going to lay everything on the line. It's had a tough opening schedule here, but yeah, let's go over in this first one.
All right. Francisco's hitting that like button. You guys hit the like button too. Francisco's also on Toni Cobb's side.
Hey, Francisco, thank you.
Has kids in the background. Yes, for the kids. I think those kids are puppies.
Well, it's a little bit of both going on.
Oh, a little bit of both. Okay, we got it. Toni, what are you going to play on this one? 51's your number.
Man, well, Nick definitely hit it on the nose. It's not a prime time, so Kirk Cousins will look good because the last game he passed for 351 yards, 2 touchdowns. That's not a prime time game. So I'm going to have to go over on this one. I believe that Arizona will continue their offense. Minnesota does have weapons. They will be able to move the ball better than Tennessee. They're more organized and stable. So I like the over in this one.
All right. Pocket quarterback Lamar Jackson says Vikings game went to 50.5 now, so the under is in order. Where we're going the other way. Oh, wait, he said I meant over, not the under. Okay. Oh. We're all in agreement here. Beautiful. The GOAT is
We're looking good. We're looking good now.
Yeah, we're all right. So lock that one in right there. Write that down. Cousins is hot garbage. You have one good game this year. Well, it wasn't the last one.
Yeah.
So all right. Okay, next up, you're going to kick this off, Toni. Falcons are the Buccaneers. 52 is your number.
Where to start? Atlanta's O-line is a mess. They got injuries. I mean, poor Ryan. He can't run faster than he can throw the ball. They were pressured 41% of the time when he, dropped back in the pocket. I just see the Buccaneers putting pressure on, causing turnovers, great field position for Tom Brady. This is a tough one because you need Atlanta to score. And I mean, I believe they can. I believe they can get down the field. but how many points can they score is the question. Because the Bucs will put up points. I'm going to hope that they score, and I'm going to take the over.
All right.
I can move the ball and put some points up.
All right, Nick, what do you say?
I'm going to go the other way. Yeah. As Toni pointed out, I mean, they only managed the 6 points last week. They're going up against this Bucs defense, this, defending Super Bowl champion defense, which looked kind of ordinary, I guess, against Dallas. But Dallas is Dallas, and Dak Prescott is Dak Prescott. And so, I mean, that was we have to take that sort of performance with a grain of salt, I think. But yeah, I think Tampa won't take this game lightly. It has a tough 2-game upcoming schedule here at the Rams and then at New England. And so I'm going to say that they sort of they go up early, they control the clock, the defense wins, and then just grinds it out. And so I'm going to go under in this one.
All right. So our first disagreement, that's all right. Someone's going to win the game. Titans are at the Seahawks. Nick Parsons, 53.5 is the number. What are we saying about this one?
Well, when you base your selections, what do you base them on? You can base them on many different things. You can look at what the teams did last week. You could look at stats, trends, many different things. I mean, sometimes a simpler approach is the best way to go. And I'm going to make this a simple approach on this one. I'm going to go with the under on this one. I'm going to say it's too high just because it's terrible weather up in the Pacific Northwest, complete rain. I don't know. That doesn't always lead to unders. I know that, but still, that's my read here on this one. I'm going under.
Well, both of you are located in the Pacific Northwest.
Yes.
I know, Nick, you're in Canada. Toni is in Washington. Toni, what do you have to say about this one?
Well, he's right. We have a rainy day today here in Washington. I actually am taking the under in this one. I think that's the best play. It's just that simple. Seahawks at home. They do have injuries. Penny is out. I mean, they're just trying to make it through without getting any more injuries. And with the Tennessee Titans, their offensive line, their defense, but I think it's just going to be a slow moving game.
Okay.
So I'm with you on the under.
Yeah, it does. It has the feel of a chess match, rather than a run and gun shootout type thing.
Yep.
Yeah.
I get that. All right. So Cowboys are at the Chargers. I'm excited to see how this one plays out because I'm very curious about seeing these two teams after week 1, basically. The number on this is 55. Toni, you're going first.
I actually like the over. I think the Chargers are just going to spread them out. Dallas is already thin on defense. More injuries have come in on the offensive line. Their defense have suffered 2 injuries that really does not help the defensive line at all. And then you have Bosa on the other end that is just going to be a beast to handle. And I just see the Chargers just really just kind of controlling the game, spreading them out, and really he can just sit back there and just pick them apart. So I'm going with the over on this.
All right. Nick, how do you feel about it?
Yeah, this one, opened at 52 and it's moved to 55. But I also like the over. Of course, Prescott is going to be slinging the ball completely all day long in this one, even though at the beginning of the season, he said he didn't want to throw for 5,000 yards this year. He wanted people to be running the ball. But Hebert, he passed a big test last week in that Washington defense. He came out on top, but now he faces this Dallas defense, which is completely suspect at this point. I mean, how can you say that it was a good performance against Tampa? I mean, yeah, we just don't know for sure yet what this Dallas defense is. And so, I think Hebert is going to pick this Dallas secondary apart. And this will be a shootout for sure. So I'm going over.
Over and over. 2 hungry quarterbacks, too. 2 hungry teams, 2 hungry quarterbacks who want to get in the winner's circle. Chiefs are at the Ravens. Nick Parsons, 54.5 is your number there.
Yeah, this is another really interesting one. Of course, when you think about these two teams, what do you think about? Of course, it's the two dynamic men under center for each one, and I mean, you could easily make an argument that this one's going over. But you know what? These are two really good defenses as well. I think this one's going to be one in the trenches. This is an important game for Baltimore to avoid going down 0-2. So I'm going to go under.
Under. It does. Okay, go. I'll let Toni say what she's going to say before I say anything. What do you got on it, Corey?
Oh, it's all good. It's all good. Actually, they do. They especially with Baltimore, they like to run the ball before they actually pass it. So it kind of makes it, how fast will they get down the field? Are they going to try to eat up some clock to keep Mahomes off the field in that offense? So I'm going with you. I actually do like that under. I am going to go with you on this one.
I was going to say it's one of those that I feel like the betting public, it looks so obviously over. Nick, you remember this from the live cap. I always say it looks so obviously over that you have to take it under.
But they don't realize, Baltimore, with them being, depleted as it is, they don't want their defense to be out there no longer than what they need to be.
Absolutely.
So they will try to control this with their running game, play action, get Lamar running out, doing a couple of bootlegs. So I really do think they're going to be pushing for that clock to be on their side and not
agreed.
I live for bootlegs. Live for them. Run it up. I get so ticked off of running up the middle. Excellent work on your 2 yards. Do a bootleg every time. You'll make it in the end zone.
That's right.
Okay. Last one for the round. We've got the Raiders at the Steelers, and the number's 47 here. Toni, you're finishing it off.
Okay. Well, this one here was kind of interesting because everyone's really looking at Pittsburgh, what they did last week. Nothing. Very slow. But you were also playing against Buffalo's defense, which is still one of the best ones in the league. So now you're going against, the Raiders their defense is good, but they also still give up a lot of points.
Yeah.
And they really don't have a backup quarterback. So they really have to be careful because Marcus Mariota is out. And so that is really kind of changing the tone of the game. Will Vegas be very aggressive like they normally are, very scrappy team? But I still like the over because I think Pittsburgh has something to prove. Let everyone know, no, that is not our game. We can't put up points. We can move the ball. So I'm going with the over on this.
Yeah, it was very suspect to me. I expected more out of Pittsburgh, but it's one of my team, Texans and Steelers. You guys know that. So, Nick, final answer. What do you got on this one?
Hey, well, Pittsburgh came out on top on the road there in that opening contest and got 23 points against a really tough Bills defense, or what we think will be a tough Bills defense. And yeah, Las Vegas, what does it have to lose here? It won there in improbable fashion, came from behind, knocked off Baltimore in a really high-scoring game. And so, yeah, I'm getting in the car, and I'm going over in this one as well.
All right, beautiful. We agree again. I was on the Raiders money line in that last one, and I just kept looking and saying, it's like they're trying to lose. They had every opportunity, and it was like they were literally trying to lose. I can't with them. I can't.
But that's the thing with the Raiders. Sometimes they just shoot themselves in the foot.
Yeah.
Because they try to overexceed instead of just kind of staying in their game. Right. And so, and a lot of that comes with Carr. He tries to do too much when he really doesn't have to. He has the weapons. He has them. So,
yeah. Oh, I totally agree. Why is Mariota out? What happened with that? Nobody knew.
He actually got hurt last week. Actually, in
his one run that he had for
when he actually came in, he actually, it happens. I think it really was like Jacobs is out too. Yeah, because he was injured in the game last week anyway, and he played, but every time he came off the field, he was limping.
Right. So that's important to know. All right. So let's do a little bit of recap and we'll let you guys go. I know we've got UCF playing right now, and some other ones are on the way. If you're looking for Nick Parsons, find him at the Insider's Room. And that is also the title. You're going to look for him when you're at picksandparlays.net. His premium plays and packages are under the Insider's Room. Nick, you loaded up for this weekend. What's going on? You got any special stuff happening?
Yes, ma'am. 5-game college football card on Saturday, a 5-game NFL card on Sunday. So, and then I'll also have some Major League Baseball. So, yeah, just head on over to picksandparlays.net, check out the Insider's Room, check out my homepage, and then you can get updated on everything that's going on there. Yeah.
Beautiful. And while you're at picksandparlays.net, definitely use the promo code PUNT, PUNT, saves you 20% off of the entire site. And that includes Nick Parsons premium picks, packages, 3-day, 7-day, 1 month, 1 year, whatever you need to do. That's where you get it. Okay. PUNT. That's how we do. And of course, our lovely guest, Toni Cobbs. Thank you so much for joining us today. We're going to recap. And remember, when these two agree, those are the most valuable picks, the consensus plays. So Vikings at the Cardinals, 51. They're both taking it over. The Falcons, or the Falcons, as Nick would say, in language, the Falcons and the Buccaneers are 52. It's all about that offense. Toni is going over and Nick is going under. Titans are at the Seahawks, 53.5, and they're both taking it under in that one. Cowboys at the Chargers is a 55. They're both going over in that one. Chiefs are at the Raiders. 54.5 is too many points. It's staying under the total. And then the Raiders at the Steelers, 47. Pew, pew, it's going over. That's what's happening there. All right, Cabe.
So interesting.
Yeah, it was.
All right, guys. Thank you. Well, you're welcome for the content. Thank you for watching. If this information was good to y'all, if you enjoyed what you watched, give us that thumbs up, like, subscribe, and ring that bell for notifications. That way you never miss any of our free content. Stay tuned. In about 45 minutes, we're going to go live with Sean Higgs, Nick Earl from Earl Sports Bets, and the Guru. We're doing Pick the Lock. Yes.
Pick the Lock. Yes.
6 games this week. We got Higgs on that. So 6 games where everybody thinks that there's a lock out there. These guys are going to give you the combination to pick that lock and get on the other side by taking some points. We love taking points.
And thanks everyone in the comments. Thanks everyone.
Yes, thank you everyone who commented. Give us that thumbs up and we will catch you next time on Total Chaos. May the best capper win.
All right.